Hi, I'm Chungwon for Gotta Be Mobile and Notebooks.com, and in this video segment of the Galaxy S3 review for Gotta Be Mobile, we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the Android 4.0 ice cream sandwich features, as well as the TouchWiz user interface or user experience overlay on top of the Galaxy S3 smartphone that Samsung has enabled. First, what you do have is some of the niftier Android 4.0 features such as Face Unlock and Android Beam, which will allow you to use your NFC-enabled chip within the smartphone to quickly share between different devices. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the unlock features. Samsung does use the the Face to Unlock feature that's present on Android 4.0, but it does enable other methods to unlock as well that's exclusive to the Galaxy S3. The swipe to unlock is what we have here when we first turn on the phone. And basically what you do is you have this nice ripple effect where you can just swipe to unlock the device. The motion allows you to just quickly shake your device to unlock it, and then Face to Unlock is what we have present on the Galaxy Nexus and other Android 4.0 devices, where you can train the device to recognize your face so that it unlocks quickly that way. There's also Face and Voice, which adds another element of security in that you can say a special command like Open Genie or Wake Up Galaxy to unlock your phone that way. There's Pattern Unlock, which allows you to program in a pattern recognition so you don't have to type in your PIN or an alphanumeric password, which are other options as well. And again, there's no unlock feature, so when you turn on the device, it will quickly jump to your home screen or the last screen that you have activated before you turn off the display. So on the AT&T, the white Galaxy S3 in front of me, what I have here is I have a combination of a Face to Unlock and also the voice feature. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the phone from the screen in order to get it to unlock so it can recognize my face. Unlock Galaxy. So basically what this feature does is first it recognizes your face, and once your face is recognized, then you can use your voice as an added security measure to quickly unlock your Galaxy S3 smartphone. Another feature that's present on Android 4.0 Ice Cream Sandwich includes the use of NFC chip. So you do have to enable NFC here, and then you have to enable Android Beam. What Android Beam does is that once you tap the phones back to another NFC equipped phones back together, once you tap the two together, it will quickly allow you to share files that way over the NFC connection. On top of that, what Samsung does with Android Beam is it couples on S Beam, which pairs it also with a Wi-Fi Direct feature. What S Beam does is that it allows you to share even larger file sizes very quickly. So basically what I have right now is I have both the Pebble Blue and the Marble White versions connected to a MiFi hotspot or a MiFi router, and both devices are Wi-Fi Direct enabled, and you can tell that it's Wi-Fi Direct enabled just by seeing the two arrows next to the Wi-Fi signal here. So that means that you are connected to Wi-Fi Direct. We're going to go ahead and cover some of the sharing and the beaming in greater detail in the third video installment of the Galaxy S3 review. But quickly, let's go ahead and take a look at Android Beam by going into our photo gallery. I'm going to go ahead and use this other phone. These are not actually images captured direct from the camera. These are some of the wedding pictures that I took using a regular DSLR type camera, and then I played it on my MacBook and captured it from the MacBook screen with my phone. So here I have a photo here with Android Beam as well as S Beam enabled, and I'm going to go ahead and share it with my other phone just by tapping both devices together. And then if you want to share, you can go ahead and tap and it will beam over to your other device. And now the picture that was originally on this phone is now present on the white phone as well. So that's how Android Beam works. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the applications that come standard with TouchWiz. So now you have a more cleaner and more fluid user interface. TouchWiz does eliminate a lot of the bulkier widgets that come with the Galaxy S1 and even with the Galaxy S2. So here you have a combined weather and clock widget, and it automatically detects your location, or you can even program in other locations if you want. A nice feature is that Samsung does use the motion sensor to pretty much quickly detect if you want to, but just by using the accelerometer, if you just shake your phone, it will automatically update the weather or even in the email application. So you can enable that within the settings as well to use motion control. The thing that's sort of a downgrade in an effort to make TouchWiz more user-friendly and just a little bit more clean on the TouchWiz email application. So here, my email configured using the email app. It's an Exchange ActiveSync application, but the thing is that once you switch over to landscape mode, you don't get a two-column view as you did on the Galaxy S2. So in the Galaxy S2 or the Epic 4G Touch on Sprint's network, if you switched over to landscape mode, you have just a list of your email, and you can see the preview of what's inside your email on the second column, and that would be present both in the email application as well as in the messaging application, so you can quickly triage email that way. And this is even present on the Galaxy Note as well, and I don't have a Galaxy S2 handy, so I'll go ahead and quickly open the messaging app, and once you go to landscape mode, you'll see that there are the messages listed here on the left hand side, and then the message preview once you tap on the message. Let's go ahead and try to compose a new email and see what are some of the settings that are enabled. So here, once you go into the compose setting, you'll have options to change your font, to change to bold, italics. You can highlight, change the background color, and also add in an image if you want. So let's go ahead. This keyboard does use a T9 trace function, which is Samsung's implementation of a keyboard or a predictive keyboard that you can swipe your finger across without lifting. So it's similar to swipe. So rather than pat high by lifting your finger up, you can just go and just swipe across. So here I'm typing hi Samsung, and you can see just by swiping or connecting the different letters together, you can go ahead and quickly compose your message that way as well. So that's the keyboard in portrait and in landscape, and here are some of the predictive texts that are featured on the Galaxy S3. And this is uniform between both the between all different US variants of the Galaxy S3 that I've seen. So from the Sprint, Verizon, T-Mobile, US Cellular, and also on the AT&T version as well. Other applications that are included with the TouchWiz UI include Keys Air. This has been a carryover from other Galaxy products in the Samsung family, including the tablets and the smartphone, and it's basically a mobile application that allows you to connect to your PC to share files that way. There's also a music hub, which will allow users to quickly purchase music directly from Samsung. So it's kind of like Samsung's iTunes-like store. Right now, the device has not yet launched in the US, and we're having this is the final production firmware and hardware, but the service hasn't yet been available or hasn't yet launched in the US, so nothing's going to activate right now. There's also a Samsung music player as well. The nice part is you can quickly just mute whatever's playing on your phone if someone walks into the room, or if you just want it quiet for a second. If you're taking a quick phone call on another phone, all you have to do is put your palm over the device, or you can go ahead and flip it upside down and it will automatically mute your music that way. And you do have controls or menus at the top here to switch between different genres, and the Explorer will help find you music based on your personal taste and preferences at the time. And here's how it looks in landscape mode. Unfortunately, unlike the Galaxy S2, the Epic 4G Touch on Sprint, and even the Galaxy Note, once you switch to landscape mode, you don't have a two-column view, which will allow you to have, say, all your songs on one column and then the detailed song information on the larger right-hand column. So you don't have that tablet-like user interface, which is kind of a shame since this is a larger 4.8-inch display, and it is a high-resolution, high-definition display as well. So Samsung could have optimized the display to make it more like a tablet-friendly view if they had wished to do so. Another application that's exclusive to the Galaxy S3 right now, and it's coming to other Android handsets in the future, is Flipboard, which is an iOS application that has been ported over to the Galaxy S3. Basically, it's sort of an aggregation service that aggregates not only news based on your personal interests. So right now I have photography as one of my interests, so it will give you different hubs here where you can explore some of the popular photo websites and blogs, as well as having social media integration as well. So you can connect your Twitter or your Facebook even to Flipboard, and it will go ahead and automatically update based on your feeds. So it's a cool visual way to not only connect with people, but discover what's new and what's news out there as well. Another cool feature with the Samsung Galaxy S3, this is actually, I'm going to go ahead and remove this widget just by pressing and holding and dragging it to the trash can, but you do have resizable widgets here that you can go ahead and resize just by tapping and holding, and this works on some widgets but not all, and you'll have to discover which widgets it will work on. But now you have an orange box with 4 circles here, so you can go ahead and expand the circle to get a larger view or a smaller view of what's going on. And the nice part about the widget is that you can go ahead and scroll through them, so it does allow you to have greater manipulation of the widget without even having to open the Gmail app, for instance, here as we have. And then here's what the Media Hub looks like. With the Media Hub, you can go ahead and actually purchase or rent videos and TV shows and movies through Samsung. So this gives you another option for digital media consumption other than through the Google Play Store, the movie section in the Google Play Store, which only allows you to rent at this time and not purchase. And then you can go ahead and browse movies by genre, browse for your favorite TV shows, and it will even allow you to go ahead and play it over Wi-Fi Direct or AllShare and connect it to a big screen TV as well. And you can even view the trailer if you want. Samsung does allow a lot of customization with the TouchWiz UI. We're going to go ahead and go into the Android settings menu here, and you can see that you can customize not only your ringtones, but you can also customize your device vibration. So you can go ahead and create your own customized vibration, which will allow you to create pulses and beats depending on how long or quickly you want your vibration to be, just by tapping on the screen. And this is done natively on the device without any third-party software. Another feature that I really liked is when you go into the phone setting, you can go ahead and go into the call settings menu, and then you can go ahead and go into your in-call equalizer setting, and you can go ahead and select depending on how you hold your phone or how you want your other party's voice to sound like. You can go ahead and optimize it that way. So you can optimize it if you're using your phone on your left or right ear, if you want clearer sound or a softer sound. And it does give you equalizer settings not only just for music playback, but also for phone calls, which is a nice touch. There are a minimum amount of bloatware that carriers pre-install on this phone. So one of them, on the AT&T version, you do have the yellow pages. You can quickly you can uninstall certain applications. So if you hit uninstall, there's not a red box here that you can go ahead and just delete an application this way for some of the carrier preloaded software, but you can go ahead and uninstall applications from your TouchWiz application drawer as well, which is a nice feature. So for some of the preloaded applications, like what we saw with the Yellow Pages, let's go ahead and go back to the end. Yellow Pages Mobile, what you can do, since you can't uninstall it, is that you can go ahead and hide the application. So you can go ahead and check it, and then you can go ahead and hit done once you're done, and it will just hide the Yellow Pages. So you don't have to see it on your home screen or your application screen if you don't want to, but at the same time you can't uninstall it. With 2 gigabytes of RAM, not being able to uninstall a certain application isn't going to be that big of a deal, because it's you'll still have a lot of memory left to multitask with. T-Mobile does have some applications preloaded as well, such as the T-Mobile Hotspot feature, which allows you to tether additional devices. The T-Mobile version is based on the HSPA plus 4G technology in the US, while the AT&T version is a GSM handset that does have HSPA plus as well as 4G LTE. The Sprint version is a CDMA model with LTE as well. This time, Sprint doesn't have LTE activated, so you'll have to wait to see when the network will activate LTE in your area before you can take advantage of the faster speeds. There's also the S-Memo application, which is a port over from the Galaxy Note. You don't have a stylus with this or a digitizing pen, but you can use your finger to go ahead and draw or handwrite different things on the screen. So let's go ahead and write note. And the cool feature is that even with handwriting, you can go ahead and transcribe it. So it does have handwriting recognition, so you can transcribe your handwriting to type text as well. So, and then widgets are in a separate little section here to the right of the applications menu in the apps drawer. So you do have a number of different widgets for different applications that are either pre-installed or came with the Galaxy S3, and then even third-party applications that you download through Google Play will have their own widgets as well. The nice thing about the apps menu in the application drawer is that you can go ahead and filter out just by all the downloaded apps that you had previously downloaded, or you can view every app that's on the device as well. So you do here have a number of different home screens. You can go ahead and take a look at all your different home screens together. You can have up to 7 just by doing a pinch and zoom motion. And then you can go ahead and in this arrangement, you can go ahead and rearrange where your screens should be, or the order of your screen. You can go ahead and add or delete screens as well. So to delete a home screen, all you have to do is tap on it and then drag it down to the trash can here below. Like other Android handsets, you can go ahead and create folders to organize your applications that way as well. Once a folder has been created, so here I have some AT&T items that I may not want as individual applications, I can just go ahead and drag and drop them into the different folders that I've created. And here you have the Android navigation bar at the top, and it will give you quick toggles to different wireless settings as well. So here you have Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, mobile data, airplane mode, power setting, and you can go ahead and tap on some of them to quickly enable or disable the feature. And then you can go ahead and dismiss notifications just by swiping left or right. And then to go ahead and open the notification, all you have to do is tap on it and it will open in the proper application. The phone does run Android 4.0 and uses the latest version of TouchWiz. Join us in our next video as we cover sharing features that are enabled in TouchWiz, such as All Share, Play, Sharecast, Buddy Photo Share, and then other quick sharing methods to quickly connect different Android or Galaxy S3 devices together. I'm Chung Nguyen for Gotta Be Mobile. Thanks for watching this software video review of the Samsung Galaxy S3.